Hey, greetings everybody, this is Richard Howiter. So we are continuing on in our training and we are still talking about Google and Google AdWords. Most of the videos prior to this one have been talking about the search network. That is when somebody goes onto Google website and puts in the Google search bar certain words, a page of results will come up from their search based on their keywords that they've entered, and there will be sponsored links at the top of the page and on the right hand side of the page. Then one of those links, hopefully, is our ad. And when somebody clicks on that ad, we pay Google for that click. So that's the search network. The search network is one of the hardest hitting, one of the best ways to get people looking at your business right off the bat. There is another way to get that to happen that's a little bit less precise. It's not quite as directed, but it is an excellent way to get leads, prospects for your business. And so we want to talk about that specifically in this video. And what we are talking about is Google's content network, the Google Content Network. Now it's based on your same ad. You can put the same ad that you put in your search network, you can put that same ad into your content network campaigns. The difference is how people see that ad. Now in the search content, remember, people put in the keyword, up come a page of results. Google's content network appears when people have a Google account and they open up their account and look at their emails and those kinds of things. Over on the right hand side of the page there will be some sponsored links. Now they're not searching for anything specific, nothing at all. Based on subject lines of emails, Google will place certain ads on their account page that they feel might appeal to them. So they're basically looking at the email accounts and seeing what subjects people are talking about, and then they put those ads over on the right hand side of the page. So in a sense, we're targeting the same kind of people, but it's a little bit less precise. Typically in a content campaign, we are going to have all kinds of keywords that kind of loosely and generally apply to whatever campaign we're running. In a search network, a search campaign, we're really being very specific. Just a very few keywords, not very many at all, that we're trying to get people to look at our ad by. So what I want to point out is, very specifically, is the difference in costs and some other numbers related to a search campaign as opposed to a content campaign. This right here is my CC Pro search campaign. And if you follow this over, you'll see that this is a period of a week. I got 190 clicks on 2,836 impressions for a 6.7% click-through rate. My ad is very effective on the CC Pro campaign. For an average cost per click of $1.72. It is a more expensive campaign to run. My average position was 3.3, which is great. I had 49 conversions and a cost per conversion of $6.68 for 1 week. That number tends to go up and down by the week. That's certainly good. I mean, if we can keep it under $8, we're happy. I'd be really ecstatic if it was down about $5, but I can live with $6.68 for a conversion. Now that is a very pointed, targeted lead at $6.68, so I don't mind paying that. I had a conversion rate of 25.79%. That's also a very, very good number. So that is a search campaign that I've been running now. It's a mature campaign. I pretty much know what to expect on that thing on a daily basis. I'm going to get, pushing 10 leads a day, 9 or 10 leads a day off that particular campaign. Now right below it, I have a content campaign. You can see that the word content is right there. I'm running the same ad, and you'll see that the numbers are quite different. I have 109 clicks off of 124,000 plus impressions. So your click-through rate is much, much smaller. You're not going to get the kind of click-through rate we get on the content campaign. But 0.09% is just fine. Anytime you're above 0.06%, you've got a reasonably good campaign. But take note of the differences in cost. 59 cents cost per click as opposed to $1.72. So that's what? Just about 60% less cost per click. Average position is still really good at 4.2, and I got 34 conversions out of that. My cost per conversion was $1.90, so you can see that it's well below the search network campaign, and that's what we're going for. Again, these conversions tend to be just slightly less targeted. They're not quite as active and going at this thing the way some of the search network campaigns are, but they're still reasonably good leads, and at $1.90, that's good. These people are all on my AWeber list, which by now you should be familiar with that term and what it means. So these are all, this is just an excellent way to, for a much cheaper price, get some people onto your AWeber list. You can see that my conversion rate is still excellent at 31.19%. So that means that they looked at my capture page and they opted in to take a look at my GRN business. And of course, that's what ultimately we want everybody to do. We know that not everybody's going to join, but we do want people to get their eyeballs on it and taking a look at it. Now, the way you set these two different campaigns up is you simply, it's in settings. You would start a campaign. You can see I've got campaign highlighted here, and you would just simply go in here and start a new campaign. You would write your ad up, and these are all pretty self-explanatory when you start opening this stuff up. Of course, you can always call me for help to get these things started initially. And when you set your campaign up, you have an option. Do you want to go to the search network? Do you want to do the content network? Or do you want to do both? I divide my campaigns so I can see very clearly what is happening on each campaign. So that is the content network. Just real quickly, I'll show you, if I go here to this content network campaign and I look at the keywords, you will note everything in dark print here is an active keyword, and you can see that I have several different kinds of keywords here, all related to Wealth Masters International and Carbon Copy Pro. I've got several of these keywords down there. The difference between that and my let me go to another campaign here. I'll eventually get it, believe me. If I go to my Carbon Copy Pro keywords, you'll notice that there's only, the only active ones, I have 6 active keywords. Huge difference. I'll have 20 on the content network because Google is looking at all kinds of information in subject matter and emails, and they're trying to say, well, will this person be interested in this ad? Will they take a look at it? Okay, so that's the difference between the content network and the search network. I know that's a very brief introduction. That's all this is intended to be. Keep slugging away. When you're ready to really get these things up and going, we'll work through a couple of them and you'll catch on in a heartbeat. I promise you. If little old me can do it, I promise you, you can do it. So have a great day. Keep going. Give me a call at 925-285-3972, 925-285-3972 if you need some help. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.